Competition start.
比赛开始。
So it will be Simon Junzi Shan to open, Nicholas Zhang to close for Canada. It will be Matteo Galassi to open and close for Italy. We get our team salutes here, and then we get down to business. Jeff, what do you make of this match?
Two things, David. Italy came in seeded 5th. Canada came in seeded 30th and made it all the way to the gold medal match. I would say the key to this match is going to be the opener and closer for Italy, which is Matteo Galassi, who took the silver medal in the individual. He struggled.
Well, it will be Mihail Pagiev up to referee our first 2 of 9 legs. So this gold medal match is underway.
Galassi was actually minus 12 in his first 2 legs against Hungary. And when you saw that he was closing, you say, there's no chance. But there was a chance because he finally found his footing. And that's what Italy needs, is for him to get off on a quick start here, and he has.
Very tall, long reach. There's a double.
And Galassi has a sort of herky-jerky tempo, in and out and up and down, and flicks of the blade, and then he'll go to the feint to the high line and then go to the toe. As I said, without the feint, he went to the toe.
Galassi is a pommeler, and it looks like Shan is as well. So each of the 9 legs has a target of a multiple of 5. So in the first, it's 5. We reach 5. We will go to the second leg, and that would be 10.
So, candidly, if you had been watching the semifinals, you really would have thought Hungary would be up against Canada. Hungary built an 8-touch lead about a third of the way through, I think 3 legs in. And Italy was able to fight all the way back to tying it, but not get the lead. Incredibly, Hungary was able to retake another 8-point lead. And they thought that was it, because you never come back a second time. And Italy did. And when they finally took the lead, they ran away with it.
Well, that's why they're in the gold medal match. Never write off an Italian team. Now the height and reach difference is switched.
Yeah.
Over to Cristiano Senna.
So I mentioned how Italy got here from their semis, but let's talk about how Canada got through. Canada beat Australia 45-29. in the 64, then Kazakhstan 45-36, then Great Britain 45-39, before beating China in a real barn burner 43-41. Italy had a bye because they were seeded fifth. They had a bye in the 64, then beat Sweden 45-29, Korea 41-28, France in a traditional rivalry matchup 45-33, and then finally the aforementioned incredible match with Hungary 45-43.
Quick hit there from Nicholas Zhang into a low line.
So briefly the coach Victor Gansevich from Vancouver, Canada. If you notice there, Zhang on the attack took the blade. He has to take the blade against a much longer Senna in order to get inside his distance.
Another double.
And you heard the clunk, because the clunk is Zhang has to take that blade. If he doesn't, he's at severe risk of getting hit without hitting Senna.
Zhang hit the blade.
He just missed. Once he missed, he was in trouble there.
Senna just gets his arm out.
I was just about to say, with the lead and the reach, there's no reason for Senna to attack, and he did against a much shorter fencer who was able to pick him off.
Clock goes under 10. He'll finish the second on time rather than score.
Whoa! Look at that.
0.05 seconds.
A lot of fencers would have been happy with cutting the lead by 2 and just let's call it a day. Wow, no one expected that, and we're tied.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. So 8 apiece. 6 in that for Nicholas Zhang. 3 for Cristiano Senna. We go to the third, and it will be Daniel Rubin on for Canada, Fabio Mastromarino on for Italy. And it is Lazarina Pekova of Bulgaria up to referee the next 2 legs. You're getting into passivity territory here. And,
surprise attack by Rubin. So a different type of style here. Master Marino is on the march, whereas Senna was comfortable on his side of the piece. Two completely different ways of approaching it.
and again, the height and reach advantage is to Italy in this leg.
Master Marino was setting it up there. Last time Rubin surprised him, this time there were no surprises. Look for Rubin to be a little bit more active. It's going to be after the halt. Rubin forced that one a little bit, and he's lucky that he didn't get parried and riposted there. So Master Marino's challenging, saying that Rubin used his back arm. Utilization of the back arm is a red card, or a point for the opponent. I believe that's what he's asking the referee to check. It's a yellow card for... I'm not sure what it's for. If he used his arm, it's a red, but I'm not sure what the yellow is for. So I think I know what the yellow was for. Rubin went off the side of the piece to avoid being hit by the riposte. He went sideways. That's what it is. That doesn't get called very often, but that's what the call, I believe, was.
Double.
So Master Marino would like to have much more of an advantage when he pushes Rubin to the end of his piece there, but it's been sort of 50-50. Couple doubles, each one got a single. Not a great advantage after pushing your opponent into a vulnerable area of the piece.
Rubin takes the blade.
That's the second one where he surprised Master Marino with a beat attack, flesh, which is a running type action.
The word flesh is French for arrow.
And this time, Master Marino was able to use his length advantage. I think they're going to let it go. You can tell by the body language, a little love tap there.
I think that's it for the third. And 12 apiece. And it will be Cristiano Senna going for Italy to face Simon Junzi Shan.
So on the Italian team, you have two of the fencers who are very aggressive in Galassi and Mastromarino. And then you have Senna, who prefers to be on his side of the piste, more comfortable there. Sean was looking to go to the leg or the toe. Got popped in the mask by Senna.
Unlike foil and saber, in epee, the entire body is valid target area.
And Shan's able to get a counter there. Well, epee fencing is a derivative of the duel, and that whoever would draw blood first would win the duel. So there's no right of way, and yes, there is an advantage to being tall and long, no question about it. And if both fencers hit within 1/25th of a second, then it's a double touch. And the point has to be depressed with 750 grams of pressure in order to complete the electric circuit, put the light on.
I will repeat what I said a couple of days ago, and that is it's 750 grams for an epee, 500 grams for foil. But that is the amount of pressure needed for an actual pointed weapon to pierce human skin.
Everyone's very careful, no crazy risks being taken. Everyone's setting it up. Cautious.
Until Matteo Galassi comes in.
That's the end of the cautious era. I agree with that.
So our first passivity call. If a minute goes by without a hit being scored, and cards start coming out. And that will do it for the fourth. 14 apiece. 2 in it for Shan, 2 in it for Senna. And we go to the fifth. And it is Daniel Rubin back on for Canada. And he'll face off against Matteo Galassi.
So we're going toe-to-toe here, very carefully. And what eventually is going to happen, one team is going to get a 2-point advantage. And at that point, the team that's behind is going to have to start pushing a little, taking risks. And that's when business will probably pick up. Galassi very dangerous on the toe touches. Leaning forward. It's almost jackknifing his body. While he's feinting, you see that flick there. He does a lot of feints to the high line. And he goes for the toe, but he got hit. Watch the toe and watch. Wow, look at that. Parry riposte to the foot.
Galassi gets it back level again.
Mr. Perpetual Motion.
Double.
I think Ruben's a little bit lucky that he got that light on. I think he was in trouble at one point.
And he surrenders his weapon. He'll get a new one.
You see what happened there is that Galassi provoked Ruben into attacking to his foreline, the inside line. He parried it. Once that happened, Galassi had a huge advantage. And the fact that Ruben was able to get a double, he was quite fortuitous for him. Guess where?
There it is.
Yep, it's grueling to fence him, mentally and physically. He's never stopping. He's always putting you on the defense. He wears you down.
Lovely goal from Matteo Galassi.
And here's the 2-point differential.
Double.
Goes to the hand, he goes to the toe, he's jumping up, he's jumping down. This time with a blade beat. So Ruben's got to pick it up a little bit here. He's reacting to everything. He's got to, I think Galassi's too comfortable coming forward. He's got to be more disruptive, Ruben. Make Galassi think a little bit.
Flick over the guard onto the near target.
Right on the hand. So we've seen 2 to the toe, 2 to the hand. It's devastating when that happens.
Double.
It's a double, but again, Ruben's very lucky he got the double there because he was parried and he was dead duck, but he did get the double. Galassi wants more. He wants more. Some fencers, when they build up the sleeve, say, okay, that's enough, let's shut it down. Not him. He smells blood in the water and he wants to get more.
Well, he can get one more.
And he's going to try. Using the head fake almost like a lure.
That's it. We reached the target score of 25. And 25, was it 25-19? Yeah.
So I said at the outset the key to this match was going to be the performance of Matteo Galassi, because he was gone. He was out of it against Hungary in his first two. Minus 12. This is the silver medalist. Then he pulled it together. Well, right now, he was +3 in his first leg, and he was +6 here. And he's the difference in this match right now.
Yeah. So 25-19, 11 in it for Matteo Galassi, 5 for Daniel Rubin, and most of those were on doubles. It is Nicholas Zhang in the 6th to face Fabio Mastromarino.
Now, here's the interesting thing. Mastromarino is aggressive, full steam ahead, but he doesn't have to be with a 6-touch lead, right? And he's going to play defense right now. He doesn't have to take unnecessary risks. But Zhang does. He has to start chipping away.
Well, I'm not sure why Mastromarino jumped up in the air, because I mean that was a signal for Nicholas Zhang to attack.
He took advantage, but I think Mastromarino will go forward a little bit more now because he got picked off pretty easily there. Doesn't want that to happen again. Plus, his instinct is to be aggressive, although he is going back into his 2-meter zone there. Let's see.
Again, Zhang threw on the attack.
I have to believe Mastromarino is going to be trying to push forward on the next one. That's 2 in a row that picked off in his end of the piece.
Being good on defense is important, yes, but also scoring is too, and he has yet to score.
Oh, Zhang was just short there. He took the blade. I thought he had him. Took the blade right there. Oh, he flicked and missed.
There's from Mastromarino.
So he's gotten back the 2 that he had given away. So we're back to level in this leg, which was very big, because Canada had a little bit momentum when Zhang got the first 2. Everything with Zhang is on the blade. He's up against a slightly longer and taller Mastromarino, but he's a blade fencer. Everything.
Zhang goes by. Cars past Mastromarino, but Mastromarino is able to, if he can, turn in one complete motion and land a hit on his opponent, even though he's gone past. But he was not able to do that.
The referee gave Mastromarino a yellow card. I'm not really sure what it was, unless he continued to fence after the halt, which he did do. On the blade again is Zhang. On the blade. Takes it in a circle 4, so he's brought it back down to 4 again. Second time, he's cut it by 2. Again, he's waiting for the blade on the inside target, taking the blade in 4 and then flicking to the shoulder or the back. So Master Marino has to go to a different target. He can't give Zhang the blade.
Wow.
Again, at this point, you're within 2 for Zhang. What do? Do you try to get more or shut it down and say, I've done enough, let's keep the momentum where it is. That's what he's not going to do it. He's going for it. And he paid the price. He rushed it too. Can you imagine if he does it again and it goes back to 4? He was down to 2, now it's 3. I would shut it down.
Double.
Oh, toe.
All right, that does it for the 6th. 29-26.
That's a great leg. +3, 7-4.
Okay, we go into the 7th leg, and it will be Daniel Rubin for Canada, Cristiano Senna. No, it's not. It's the reserve, Marco Francesco Locatelli of Italy.
Okay, Canada has an opening here with the substitute Locatelli coming in cold. Let's see if Rubin can take advantage. He went for the leg and missed, and he was a dead duck at that point. Watch him miss the leg.
Big disengage. And just glancing off of the thigh, but you know.
There on the hand. A huge change in momentum here in the first minute of the 7th leg as the substitute alternate Locatelli has scored 2 quick ones. Italy with the last 3 single touches, it was down to 2. It's back up to a 5-point differential.
Double? No, it's not a double.
Well, Locatelli came off. What a spark this has been for the Italian team.
Now Locatelli misses.
Yeah, he had it. Locatelli's feeling it right now. Nice one by Rubin on the blade. A lot of the actions from the Canadian team are beat 4. That's from our side towards the other side, and then to the back or the arm.
Again, Locatelli.
He had him. Locatelli had him on the post. When you bring a substitute off the bench, you never know what's going to happen. We saw at the Paris Olympics sometimes it backfired when you brought the substitute off cold. As for post, no reason for Locatelli to push in the attack there and take that risk. Everything else has been scored in the middle. No need to do that. Looks like they're going to go to the break, and I will. If you had asked me at the first minute, I would have said what a difference Locatelli made. But at the end of the day, Ruben held all square, and this was a gigantic comeback in this leg by Daniel Ruben to keep Canada within 3.
Yeah. All right, so that's 7 done. 33-30. So four in it for Locatelli, and 4 in it for Ruben. We go to the 8th and penultimate leg. It is Simon, Jensi, Shan, one for Canada, Fabio Mastromartino. Oh no, it's Galassi.
No,
it's Mastromartino. Yeah, I just advanced the caption too far.
So both fencers are -3 indicator coming into this. And Canada needs for Shan to pick away because as well as Zhang has been fencing, he's up against a silver medalist who seems to be on fire in this match. This can go all the way to 40, but they're going out through a feeling out process right here. This could lead us to P Reds in 10 seconds here. Non-combativity.
So each side will have a point added to their total.
Now, it happened once P yellow, now it's P red. Next time is P black. It's almost impossible that we'll see this happen. It almost never happens. You have my word that it probably won't happen, but if it were to happen, the higher seeded team, which is Italy, would be declared the winner. But what this means is that Italy can sit back and Canada must score a touch within a minute. So 100% of the pressure, they're behind and they have to score within a minute, is on Canada. So he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that, Mastromarino, but he knew that Shan is single-mindedly focused on pushing to score. He knows he has to score. And he caught him with his, he wasn't thinking at that second, with his guard down, so to speak.
Double.
A fortuitous double by Shan. He was parried by Mastromarino and was able to sneak in the remise there, I think, to the wrist. That was uncalled for by Master Marino, up by 4. No need to do that. And Shan is able to score in the one-leg counterattack. That's it. They're going to back off.
And that will do it for the 8th. 33-36. So 3 in it for Shan. 3 in it for Maestro Marino. No net pickup. No net loss.
For the second consecutive leg.
Yeah. And it will be Nicolas Zhang on to close for Canada. Matteo Galassi to close for Italy. And over 7 and 8, Canada unable to make any progress. Unable to close the gap.
We have the silver medalist from the individual on the right. Zhang took 7th. So we have the 2 best fencers from the individual in these 2 teams going at it. And this is going to be a battle here for Zhang because Galassi is perpetual motion, frenetic out there. Touches to the hand, touches to the toe. Lightning strike. Fast.
Ooh. Got the blade first, and then the flick.
Right back at you. Unconventional stuff from Galassi. You just don't know what he's going to do.
That's probably why he had the silver medal.
He's the antithesis of a conventional fencer, and it's very difficult to fence him.
Oh, lovely. Again, going for the blade, following up with big flick, and with this hit rate, he can get to 45.
This is the fencer who was minus 12 in his first 2 legs in the semifinals, and I was wondering if Italy was going to pull him for the last one. He was out of it, and now he's in it. This is what we saw in the individual.
Double. Of absolutely no use to Canada. Another double.
He's got to take the blade, Zhang. You can't do that. It's too easy with these doubles, and those doubles are inching closer to the gold medal in the World Championship. What a beauty.
Flick over the guard.
Yogi Berra was known for saying it's not over till it's over, but this is pretty close to being over.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Target score in the ninth is 45.
You know something? Nicholas Zhang has just run into a buzzsaw who's fencing at a different level right now.
And there it is. There it is. 45-37. And the team from Italy is our 2025 Junior Men's Epee Team World Champion. It'll be a silver medal for Canada, but Galassi would not be beaten. He just refused.
I think he could have had two fencers against 2-on-1. He still would have won. He was out of.
Sorry? What did you say?
If they could have had two fencers fencing him at the same time, he still would have won.
Yes.
He was that good.
Absolutely. 45-37. So only 4 in it, and 2 of them were doubles for Nicholas Zhang. But, okay, so Galassi in the first leg had 5.
He was plus 14.
Then 11 in the fourth, and 9 in the ninth.
Plus 14. Amazing.
Wow.
Listen, we said at the outset, if he goes back to the form that he had in the individual, he's going to be the difference. He's that good. He was that good.
Okay. We're not done yet. We've got another champion to crown.